What's the loophole that you discovered and subsequently exploited? I used to sell guitars at a music store. This guy started coming in and window shopping, getting prices. Didn't seem serious, so no one wanted to waste time on him, but I was nice and maybe naive, so I spent hours testing pedals, amps, etc. Writing out prices. He'd come in every couple weeks, telling me he has some money coming in soon. Everyone thought I was wasting my time, and after a while I started to believe them. Then one day he calls and says he's ready to buy, make sure I have everything he wants in stock for next week. It was around $1,500 worth of gear, if I remember correctly. When he comes in, I get his order ready. Dude shows up with a huge stack of gift cards. Apparently the owner had been running a promo in the paper. Go to this random record store, pay them $50, and get a $100 gift card to my guitar store. Could only get it once a week. This kid had been going to this place every week for like 4 months, buying gift cards and saving them up. Brought him in with this look on his face, like we are all idiots, and he is the smartest MF around. And there was no fine print, no limitations in any of the postings anywhere. Guy just got a monster discount for being patient. I'm sure they lost money on that deal. They don't offer that promotion anymore either. One time I found out a bouncy ball dispenser at Walmart could be exploited. I could put a quarter in, turn it part way, and get a ball, then turn the handle back, and get my quarter back. I did that to get a few balls, before I felt guilty, and asked my dad if it's stealing. I was really young, so I didn't fully understand. When I was younger, Mountain Dew had a promotion where 1 in 4 bottles won a free Mountain Dew. This was before codes and silly points. You just traded the cap for a new soda. I realized I could look through the plastic bottle at the right angle to identify winners. I only bought 1 soda that whole summer. It was glorious. A few years ago, the Cubs had a promotion with October where, if the Cubs scored a run in the 6th inning, or whatever inning it was, you'd get a free burrito. When you walked into the stadium, the workers would hand you this little booklet that had the October coupon along with others. So many people would just discard them on the ground by their seats. After the games, I would go around and collect as many as I could find. I'd take them into October and get me free burrito regardless if the Cubs scores in the correct inning. The employees never checked or knew. So many free burritos that summer. When I started college, a family friend gave me a $50 gift card to a local coffee chain near my dorm. The kind of place that also has pastries and prepared sandwiches. I had very little spending money at this point, so this felt like a real windfall and I intended to make it last. After 2 months of cafeteria food, I finally decided to splurge on a coffee and a muffin. The total is like $4.00. I hand over the gift card, and the girl on the register gives me this incredulous look. It was like I had just handed her Monopoly money. Immediately this feels like it's going to be a problem. She asks me where I got it. I tell her it was a gift. She rolls her eyes at me, clearly irritated. She says they don't usually take gift cards. I guess they were pretty new at that point, but it was a branded plastic scannable card, obviously legit. So I politely ask if she can try it. She sucks her teeth and starts punching at the screen. 2 or 3 minutes of sighing and rolling her eyes go by, and she appears to finish her transaction. Hands me my receipt and throws the gift card on the counter without a word. I'm kind of taken aback at this point by her attitude, but look at the receipt and see my gift card total is now $54. She credited my card with $4. I realize I'm trying my luck here, but I quickly grab a sandwich and drink from the case and say, sorry, I forgot I wanted to get these too. She rolls her eyes at me again and rings them up. The total is $12. Punches at the screen for a while again, prints my receipt. My new total is $66. Despite being a broke student, I probably would have pointed out the mistake if she hadn't been so rude. Also, I figured it was a one-time thing. It couldn't happen again. Right? Wrong. The next few months I got the total of that card up to almost $200. I ate very well that semester. In high school we had a fairly expensive cafeteria and I ate a lot as a teenager. We also had a yearly fundraiser for the school that auctioned off things like the best parking spot, front row at graduation, and free lunch for the year. After my freshman year, my mom smartly added up all the money I had spent on lunch the past year and decided that was her limit on trying to win the free lunch in the auction. She got it easily. I burnt that place to the ground my sophomore year and again my junior year, taking full advantage of that unlimited lunch. They did not offer the lunch deal at the auction when my senior year rolled around. I had a 50% employee discount on my satellite subscription years after I left my old job. It was a shoot job. There was one website that I would buy from a lot that would cancel a lot of my orders because they were out of stock. I realized that they were refunding me twice for every order. I decided to do the right thing and tell them. I called them, and the customer service agent told me happy birthday. I guess he didn't care and I wasn't going to fight him about it. I ended up with about $2,000. I guess I could have gotten more money out of this, but I just felt bad doing it. When I was broke, I forgot to disable auto renew for Xbox Live, so when the charge hit my account, I had to call them and ask for a refund. Super simple process, and I had my money back the next day. And to my delight, they forgot to remove my live access. I had it for a whole year. When it was time to renew, I paid, called them the next day to cancel, and sure enough had free Xbox Live for another year. There is an old BBS game called Legend of the Red Dragon. When you start off the game, you are level 1 and have really crappy stats. If you buy things, they charge you more, and if you sell things, they give worse rates. I figured out I could buy a horse, sell it back, and my level 1 charisma would have them give me negative money to sell them the horse. The game is so old that negative money balances are assumed to be an overflow error, and it fixes this by giving you the maximum money possible instead. So I had essentially infinite money as a level 1 player and could buy every upgrade and weapon available and kill the dragon, then be ready to kill it again after the server restarts at midnight each night. Ruined the game for so many people who had been playing for months to try to kill it enough times to win. 4 years my dad was giving me cash for lunch money and my mom was prepaying my lunches. I was balling out ta control with Mountain Dews and snacks at school. A few years ago, Kellogg's had a promotion where a box their new cereal included a coupon for another free box of cereal. Presumably, the intention was that you would buy one and get one free, but you could use the coupon to get a free box of cereal that included another coupon. So, I bought one box of cereal at the start of summer and then continually used the coupons to get more of that cereal for the next several months. Around the holidays, Coinsta would have a dump $40 get a bonus $10. I went to the bank and got $400 in coin and then proceeded to dump $40 x 10 and got $100 bonus. Pizza app had a promo flyer arrive on a box for a free pound of wings when I spent $9.99 when they were doing a scratch and win promo. Added the code, ordered the large $9.99 pizza and got the wings. The pizza app has a repeat last order, and it would automatically add the free wings every time I repeated last order. Then it gave me 2 dips on the scratch, so that was included. Then dessert. Then fries. Then boneless bites. Just kept adding free promise on top of older free promise, and I would keep repeating previous orders and adding more free stuff to it. I accidentally updated the app. They fixed the glitch. It was a blessing in disguise, cause I was eating way too much pizza every week. At least that's what I told myself. It was a sad day. Now it feels weird paying for pizza from them. I took advantage of a retail website's online gift card sale. They were offering gift cards for 25% off for a weekend sale. The great part about it was that they weren't actually gift cards, they were just codes that they emailed to you to act as gift cards, allowing you to use it instantly. Well, it turns out you could buy gift cards with gift cards for any amount. So my 17-year-old self turned $20 into $650 over the course of about 4 hours and bought a brand new snowboard setup. I have never seen them run that sale again. Years ago, War had emailed coupons for free cup of coffee. I had to print it myself cause for some reason it wouldn't scan on my phone. So I printed it and used it and got my free large coffee. All good so far. Then I thought it'd be worth trying to print again and use it. They scanned the barcode, so I thought the system would definitely know if it has been used. Guess what? That wasn't the case. I printed coupons and made copies. My brothers and parents loved war coffee. We used to print the coupons and use it every morning for 7 months. Story passed down from class to class by one of my biology professors, so read with suspicion. It's the day of a practical and someone shows up in flip-flops. Universities don't frick around with lab safety, or at least just mine, and open-toe shoes are banned in the lab because, you know, acids and such. Even though no chemicals were out, the professor still wouldn't allow the guy to take the test. The guy asked if he could borrow the thing of black tape that's used to mark test tubes, kinda like duct tape, but not as strong, and leaves the room. He comes back before the practical starts with both of his feet completely wrapped up to his calves with the tape and some crudely drawn on shoelaces with a pink Sharpie. The professor has a chuckle and starts the exam. Apparently, the head lab person catches the guy leaving the room and immediately takes him to her office to go in on him, then later called in the professor. His excuse was that he was poor and that they were orthopedic. He freaking taped over his flip-flops. Since there was no concrete definition of what closed-toe shoes were in the rules for labs, the lab tech angrily lets the guy go. Car wash near me uses tokens, as most of them do, and my parents have a slot machine at home, and I was curious one day to see if they would work at the car wash, and they did. Well, I went to their vending machine to get some glass wipes or something, and I put a token in, and it took it. I hit the return change button and it spit out 4 quarter or $1 coin. I went back a few times, but never chanced it because of cameras, and didn't want to get caught. I had to use Willy for physics homework. After getting a question wrong 3 times, it gave you the answer at a penalty cost. The cost was you would only get 95% for the question. After I figured that out, it was all as. Downgraded my Netflix subscription right before the next payment. Paid for a single screen sub, upgraded again after 1 day, and got the 4 screen sub for free for the rest of the month. I did this like 3 to 4 times, but stopped bothering about that. Not sure if this is still working. Pizza Hut misprinted buy 1 get 1 free coupons. Instead of less or equal value on the second item, they said greater or equal value, so you could order only breadsticks and get a free large supreme pizza. I remember Oprah did a free KFC meal for everybody. You just had to bring a slip-in, printed, on your phone, whatever. Lol, that lasted maybe a week or so. Who knows how bad that got. I vividly remember this deal. Spread like wildfire. The local KFC was making the 2-piece meals as fast as they could, and they had a huge line at the pickup side of the counter, and they were simply exchanging a to-go bag for the printed coupon. They wouldn't accept digital on your phone, and no choice of side. It was madness, as this particular KFC was in the middle of the hood. They had it down though, and they were turning and churning some chicken out. Of course the deal was ripe for abuse, so we went back the next day with another duplicated coupon. A few spots in front of us in line was a kid about 12 years old, running solo with a folded up piece of paper, presumably the coupon. He gets to the counter, and the lady behind the counter asked for the coupon, and goes to hand over the bag of free food. The lady hesitates, and sets the food back down to inspect the folded piece of paper she was just handed, and discovers it's completely blank. She looks pissed at the kid, and says this shoots blank. The kid laughs and says damn, and hauls us out of the joint empty-handed. The place erupts in laughter, but the employees didn't seem to have the same response. I still wonder how many times that kid tried that hustle, and how many times he scored free chick. When I was 9, I realized the sweet machines that took 20ps, insert 20p, then twist it round and sweets come out would work with the fake money we used at school in maths. So I'd take a couple 20ps every day and treat myself after school. Airplane wife, I supported Google domains, but would redirect to their payment site if I tried anything else. Use the Google Translate URL to browse the internet, basically using Google as a proxy. A few years ago, there was an app that was kind of caught on called Pocket Points. The aim of the app was to reduce smartphone usage in classrooms by giving you points when the screen was locked and not in use. You could use the points on deals local to your area, one of which was a pizza place called Old Chicago that pretty much across the street of my college campus. The points were only generated when your location data said you were in a classroom, which was determined by being in a building within a college campus. I wanted free pizza and I did not have the patience to wait for it, so I emulated an Android phone on a spare laptop I had and downloaded the app onto the emulated phone. I was able to set the location of the phone to be my college campus, which allowed me to passively generate points all day with no effort. I don't think they had any infrastructure in place to deal with that methodology. When I wanted to cash in, I'd log into the account on my actual phone and redeem the points for some good free ZZA. I ate a good number of pizzas for free until Old Chicago changed the way their deal was set up. Instead of a fully free pizza, it turned into a BOGO deal. But I probably had like 7 pizzas for free because of this, which was totally worth the 2 hours to figure out how to effectively emulate the phone. One time Amex offered double rewards. We had a shoot ton of points saved up, and one of the rewards was traveler's checks. We cashed out and took $2,300 in checks. Then soon after, we closed the account. Way better than a toaster or a crap TV or the other stuff we didn't need, but would have had to settle for.